My name is Victor Ashley, and I'm a real estate agent out of Seattle, Washington. This is how you get a hold of me. I wanted to take a quick moment and bring my friend Kyle on. He was in the area, and before we get started, Kyle, do you have you have a joke for us?
I mean, I think the only joke I had was being on this show. Oh, and he's allowing me. I feel more comfortable doing this interview with the two ferns. So yeah, I feel like
in between two ferns, as you can tell. Anyways, so Zach Galifianakis, don't sue me.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out, solid. So Kyle, do you have any questions regarding real estate in this area? Or, I mean, you're a homeowner. I've known you for a while. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Our story, kind of the backstory on it. We got a good deal on a house a few years ago, and we put in that sweat equity. So we've redone things in our house, and now we're getting to the point now where our family's grown, and we're looking at maybe buying another property. So we were curious, should we simply sell this house and get a new house? But with these rates, we were thinking we've locked in the old mortgage. Should we keep that as a rental?
You know, I've covered this a couple of times, and obviously you're a friend of mine, so you don't watch my videos, so thank you. But so the accidental landlord. So if you want to be a landlord or not, that's really your main question. I think it really comes down to, like, do you see yourself staying in the area for 5 to 10 years? Or, like, what's your long-term plans with that?
Well, that's where we might have a thought is, if we move, do we want to keep a rental here and not live in this state?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so long-distance landlording on top of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're not going to get specifically into numbers, but, like, let's just say you had the rent itself and it was just exactly enough to cover your mortgage. Are you aware that you might have to, set aside 2 months for vacancies, let alone, like, repairs on top of that?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the thought. We could pull equity out of the house because we've had it for a few years to have that rainy day fund, but that would increase the rent too. So not really sure. We're leaning towards not doing that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the reason why you talk to somebody like me. But, that's a good question. And, this is the kind of stuff that comes up all the time. And because just people don't think about these kind of things. So any other, personal, story, anecdote you want to add to this? I mean, PG-13, this is a PG-13 show, I don't want to get demonetized before I'm monetized.
I would probably say when you're looking at a house right now, don't look at just 3 years, because the market's gone so crazy. You might want to invest in something that you might see yourself in 10 years. Mm-hmm. It's gone so crazy. You might want to invest in something like us now. We have had a few kids, and we're looking at this space and not wanting to buy into the market because we have what we have. So looking at how crazy it is and how much things have gone into up prices, it might be worth, if you can get into a bigger house, get into a bigger house. That's what I would say as a homeowner.
Okay, cool. What was your favorite repair or upgrade that you've been doing for the last couple of years? Because I know you're a DIY guy.
Definitely the demo that I did with Vic. We demoed the kitchen, and that was my favorite because, he just needs to make some shorts of him swinging a hammer. Very entertaining.
All right. Perfect. Well, again, my name's Victor. It's a pleasure working with you today. This is Kyle. Thank you, Kyle, for coming on, and I appreciate your support and all. And shout out to Kara and the family. So as always, it was a pleasure working with you today. This is how you get a hold of me. Leave a snarky comment below if you can. And at the same time, I appreciate working with you, and I hope you have a fantastic day.
Cool. We can start over on that one too.
You're talking over my credits.